Hello, everybody. What's up? Sunday night live stream. We're on week 5 already. Been doing these every night. Crazy, huh? Is that true? Every night for 5 weeks? What's up, Linda? Get a sip of water here. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, we're on week 5 already. That's crazy. How's everyone doing? Are we good? I'm wondering if we still want to do these every single night, or if we can do them just a few times a week. You're in line at the grocery store? Be careful. Yeah, we've been doing so. It doesn't even seem like it, right? We've been doing these every day for over a month. That's crazy. I wonder if I lost count. I wonder if that's true. I just want to take a little peek here. Except for it's taking forever to load. Bring it over here. That's the luxury of having more than one monitor. How's everybody been? There it is, my channel. I don't have anybody for tonight, any guests on for tonight, like we did for the last couple nights. I'm not getting tired of doing these, no, but I just want to know if people are, if people are still wanting to do these every single night, or if we should like kind of focus them down to, I think people are getting used to this whole quarantine thing. So I'm wondering if they need to do these every night anymore or not. Seems like I've been doing it longer. Yeah, let's see. We've done it every single night for how long? 3 weeks. After dark. Well, I can't. Okay, here we go. Let's see. After dark. Late night. Yeah, for over a month. Wow. Because I think it was a month ago that I did podcast 44, and then I just stopped counting. I just started doing late night lives over and over. And then they turned into After Dark. I don't know. Somebody asked me something in the comments about 17,000 subscribers or something. It's funny because about a year or two ago I had over 17,000 on this channel, and now I have 16,000. Everyone in line with me heard you say you're in line at the grocery. What? Oh, they heard me say it. And then I said be careful, and they're probably like, uh-oh, what? Yeah, all the days do blend together, don't they? I'm trying to do like a color scheme here. So we got my Sunday colors right now. I did. It's hard to see. My Friday color was green, but it's like a smaller one because that was the night I did the interview with John's Conscious Life, and then last night was Joseph Lincoln. And he came in a little bit late, so it was so I used a different format to get the video of him in the video. Quarantine or not, can't we just hang out? I mean, yeah, we can hang out. I think if we weren't in quarantine, I probably wouldn't be available to do these every single night because, Makina, where are you located that you saw that? No, I don't have a garden. But I think Rachel grabbed some trees and stuff to plant. The problem is it's been snowing here. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I think a lot of the panic has settled down. You saw the little pup. He smells like he's been outside. There was a bad shooting in Nova Scotia today. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're good, Dom. It's just been rainy here today. It's been snowing here, but today it didn't snow today. Yeah, I think that's what she grabbed is some little fruit trees and like herbs and stuff like that. But you love rain and gloomy weather. I do too a lot of times, unless I have something planned that I like. If I wanted to go skateboarding or something, then I don't like it. But I actually like when it's raining or snowing. I like to go for late night walks in it. An intervention, yeah. Probably that was probably already needed one like a few months ago. I think there's like 150 plants here, something like that, like a plant intervention, for sure. I keep telling her to make videos, but I know there's a lot of people that watch plant videos, and she's one of them. Yeah, I'll probably go for a little walk after this. Let's see. I watched a documentary on Back to the Future, making a Back to the Future, and then like after stuff like that. It was pretty fun, pretty cool. I don't really think we have anywhere to put a greenhouse here. I don't particularly like my house. I'd love to be able to get out of here, get a new house, get a new place. It's okay, but it's like I don't love it. And for my most valued thing that I own financially, it's like I wish I liked it a little more. You tried growing the microgreens, but they died. Hmm. I'm not an expert at any of that stuff, but I don't know. Maybe she'd be able to tell you more on that. Moving to John's house if he moves. I actually like John's house, and I like the fact that he's got a really big yard, but I'd be giving up a lot of room because my house is a lot bigger. My house is bigger, but it's just very simple, and it doesn't seem like, to me, it doesn't seem homey. When I was living at my aunt's house, that's my grandma's house when she was alive, and that's the house my dad grew up in, and I always remember going to as a little kid. That was really homey to me, and things fell through with it. But I wanted to try to buy that house. Yeah. Yeah, I hope so too. Being like a vegan plant YouTuber, definitely. I keep telling her to make a video, so. Does anyone have tips on bloating? I don't know if I have any tips that could help you. I just know like things that if I feel bloated and stuff, like I'll try kind of taking certain things out of what I'm eating and try to see what works and what doesn't work. But I know that there's YouTube channels out there like specifically Goji Man talks about this. So if you want to go over to his channel, and he talks a lot about that kind of stuff. So you could, maybe find out what's wrong from his videos. Goji Man. He's also a vegan YouTuber. My yard is it's like okay, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses that also like come around my house, and I don't have a fence or anything, so it's kind of a weird, like almost like a pentagon kind of shape or something, like a 5-sided 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Does my house have cameras? I mean, you guys are looking at me on a camera right now. Smile. I was actually talking to John earlier. You guys know that my camera is broken, and that's why the sound in my videos, not in this video because I'm using this microphone right here. Can you guys hear me again, though? I hope the sound is still gone. Oh, come on, no. Okay, good. Okay, there's a delay, so. What was I even saying? Oh, the sound on the camera doesn't work because, the onboard sound works. So all my videos that I do on this camera, the video looks good, but the sound is crappy. When I got this amazing onboard microphone, but it won't work because the jack for my camera is, and I've already explained this, but if you guys are just joining, the jack, the audio jack on that camera is broken, and the camera is less than a year old and it's under warranty, but I have to send it into Sony, and Craig did the same thing for the same problem, and it took him, I think, over a month, and that means I won't have my camera. So I'm trying to work with my other camera, which is not as good of a picture. This was a huge upgrade for me, but I got to go back to my other camera and hope that I can rework it. It's actually the same one that John has over at the Vegan Homestead. So I told him to get a dummy battery for his because he says it turns off after 29 minutes or something. And if you get the dummy battery, I don't think it will turn off. I hope it won't. So I bought one of those today, and I'm gonna have to set this up and try to figure it out so we can still do the live streams. Otherwise, I got to do it on like that camera right here, and this camera's not good. Hi guys, the sound's good, but the camera's not. So yeah, so I forgot what else I was gonna say there. So what's new today with everybody? I wasn't blaming John for anything. I was actually talking to John earlier today. Oh, yeah. Things I have to do for upcoming videos. All right, so if you guys weren't on last night, you know that I got this little videotape here from that. I guess it wasn't Unsolved Mysteries. It was Missing Reward, which is just like Unsolved Mysteries. But that's the show that my dad was on for the true crime here, the double homicide. So I have to look through this and try to convert it over to my computer so I can show you guys. Because otherwise I don't think anybody's going to be able to find it. Because I couldn't find it. How come vegans don't go on dating apps? I don't think that's true. Yeah, I think it's called Mr. Reward. That's what it says on the thing, but I haven't like played it yet to actually see. I'm dying to see it too. It's been so many years. It's been almost what? Almost 30 years since I've seen it. Yeah, where did Race Lover go? He came back one night. I think at one point they might even still have one, but I think at one point they did have a vegan dating app. You meet people at the farmers market and Veg Fest. 30 years almost, not quite, but maybe like 27 or something like that since I saw the episode that my dad's in for the true crime double homicide. He sent me the papers for it too. It's not even really worth looking at because it's such a bad copy. But my dad saves everything, and this is like a clipping. It's like a photocopy of a clipping from when they were filming, and this is them filming it while my dad's there. My dad plays a part, and I know it's hard to read this because of how it's all smudged, but it does say my dad's name in here. It says, let's see, let me read it, or just the part that I can read. I can't even read that word. Somebody and Becker were leaning over Nappy's Jeep while Cooney, my dad, and Craigbaum sneaked up on them, wielding blunt instruments that cast shadows captured on film. So that's how they filmed it. Yep. You were on one of those shows too, Wahida? You were kid 1 or 2? Oh, you made vegan veggie stock today. That's always good to make that. And then you can freeze it too for later. Got to think of some more people that we can have on the show. Eight years ago. What'd everybody have for dinner tonight? Has dinner? Yeah, dinner's already... It's about 11 o'clock. Happiest vegan on earth. Is she on here right now? If she wants to be on, yeah, tell her to send me a message. Vegan gains. I'm going to have to make a list of a bunch of questions. So, there's no dead air. No, I think our live went really, really well last night with Joseph and me. Kale lasagna. Pad Thai sounds good. Yeah, we could get Craig again. Tofu scramble and potatoes is always a good one. Is she on Instagram? When did John have his John's Conscious Life or John Vegan Homestead? What did I eat for dinner tonight? I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm on that late night schedule, so. Is Zeke giving Rachel problems? I don't know. Get cheap, lazy vegan on live stream. That would be like, like I don't know her at all. So, like people that I don't know would be like brand new, like never meeting them and having them on the stream. I'm trying to get a bunch of people that I do know to get on the stream. Let's see, I got Mario from Cooking Vegan with Mario, Brian Turner. I think Ange from Happy Healthy Vegan wants to do it. Yes, I know Conscious Chris. I could get him to do it if he wants to. But I could send him a message. I know him as Jasmine. I've never met Cheap Lazy Vegan, so I've never talked to her before. But I follow her and I like all her stuff. It would be cool to watch me do a live stream with somebody I haven't met. I don't know. That's kind of awkward. Yeah, I tried Miyoko's oat butter. It's good, and it's for people that are like have allergens to nuts because she did everything before with the cashews. So get Issa. I don't know if Issa would want to do that. Let me message her. Let me text her. Let's see. Hey, do you want to be a guest on my live stream sometime soon? All right, we'll send it. We'll see what she says. She'll be like, "Ew, no." She's very sarcastic. She'll say that. She will say, "Ew, no." Battery exhausted. Are you kidding me? I forgot to change it before I went live. Have no fear. I'm changing it now. All right, we're back. We're back for our 6 o'clock news tonight. All right, who else can we get? So we sent a message to Issa. We'll just use this whole live stream to send messages to people, right? Foot Soldier, yeah, he might. I was on one of his, so maybe he would do it. Let's see. I don't have his number to text, but I can message him. There he is. Hey, do you want to be on one of my live streams? Bam. Sent. Boom. We got 2 people right there. Who else can we message? I could interview Zeke and Indy. Yep. Should we do these? If I get people on here, should we do these on like my main channel? Live Fit Nicole, do you want to be on one? We should get Johnny Depp. Oh, wait a minute here. Oh, you know what? We should get Cesar to do it. Oh, he's live right now. Yeah, you're right. I could just have you guys ask questions. I could just have somebody on, and I'll be like, all right, guys, I will be back later, and I'll go down to my kitchen, and I'll just kind of be like, see how everything's going. And I'll just have like other people. That would be cool if I could get Joaquin on there, but I don't know if I could get him on there. I don't think he's done anything like that. What about the Mobster? Moby? No, actually I've never talked to Naturally Stephanie since the YouTube house ended. Those annoying vegans. Yeah, I'll try to send out to a bunch of people. I'll see if Moby would do it. I don't know. Maybe he'll do it. I'm sure Vegan Gains will do it. I think he already said that he would do it. Yeah, he'll do it. Oh yeah, I could get Viet Vegan. I know her. Get Vegan Gains now. I don't know how to contact him. I don't know if he even has. He said he didn't have an Instagram. So I think I would only be able to contact him through Facebook. And I don't think I'm friends with him on Facebook. Vegan Gains. Not Vegan Gainesville, Vegan Gains. Okay, here we go. Issa said, I guess. Okay. So Issa will do it. I'm trying to find out when's good for her. Oh yeah, I could get Brian, Black Metal Chef. Maybe I could get the vegan zombie. I don't think so though. I heard he's a real zombie. Issa Moskowitz is a cookbook author, and she owns Modern Love. She owns 2 vegan restaurants. She's probably the most well-known cookbook author for vegans. She did the Veganomicon and Vegan Cupcakes Take Over the Kitchen, and I mean, she's got like more cookbooks than anyone. She said, okay. Oh yeah, I could probably get Chad and Derek from Wicked Healthy to do it. Yeah. Maybe we can is Brian on YouTube still? Yeah, Brian hasn't really posted anything on YouTube, so I'm not really sure what he's doing. I think he's just working on his music and stuff. I don't think he quit YouTube, but he never posts. You made Issa's pad thai today. Do you want to hear a funny story about Issa? Well, I'm going to tell you even if you don't want to hear it, so... You guys probably already heard. Oh yeah, Mike the Vegan. Yeah, I'd get him. Okay, so my brother and his wife have like a bunch of Issa's cookbooks, and they use them all the time. And this was a few years ago. And it was around Christmas time, and I went over. We went over to my brother's house to play game night, and I said, I'm bringing a friend with me, and I brought Issa with me. And my brother, he's just like oblivious. He didn't know that was Issa. And, we sat there and we played games all night, and the whole night he didn't know that it was Issa. And then all of a sudden, because he was, drinking a beer and stuff, and just we're playing games in his kitchen. And, I think my parents were there. And all of a sudden, he said something, and then all of a sudden, he looks over, like, right next to him was all of his cookbooks, and he looks over at the cookbooks, and he looks over at her, and he looks back over at the cookbooks, and you could tell he was making the connection. He's like, wait a minute, are you? And she's like, oh, who? And he's like, is it? And he grabs the cookbook, and he's like, is that you? And she's like, oh, probably, like being sarcastic. And he's like, oh my, I've got all your cookbooks, and you've been playing games with us all night, and I didn't even know it was you. And I love your cookbooks. And he just all of a sudden like fangirled. And, his wife was pregnant at the time for Katie, and we were playing the name game, and I think the one that stuck out, the name that stuck out in that game was Eddie Vedder. And so he asked her to sign his book. So she said something like, happy baby Eddie Vedder or something, because, name the baby Eddie Vedder or whatever. Anyway, I probably didn't say the rest of that story is how it actually happened, but it was funnier when it actually happened. Anyway, that's what happened. Yeah, it was funny. It was a funny moment. Issa doesn't have a channel. Actually, she might, but she doesn't do YouTube. She's on Instagram as Issa. Is it Issa Chandra or Issa Moskowitz? Let me look real quick. And she owns 2 restaurants, Modern Love in Omaha and New York City. And she's a cookbook author, so she's known for being a cookbook author. It's Issa Chandra. She's very sarcastic and funny. We did a ton of videos together years back, and we had a whole series where we would go to Whole Foods, and just she would be like so sarcastic that it was like I'm not even kidding, guys. She's sarcastic. So if you watch the video, it's got a sarcastic funniness to it. You got to go watch those Whole Food videos. They're mostly on this channel, the second channel right here. Yeah, there's 2 more restaurants than me. We got to get Beardless Mike on. Beardless Mike is hot. No, I didn't open the April Vegan Cuts box yet. It's right here. I might do it tomorrow for my Vegan Zombie YouTube video on the main channel. Well, if you go to this channel, the video that plays when you go to my channel is me and Issa. So that's really all you got to do. Let's go to my channel. We have a really funny one from New York. They're mainly in New York City. One's in Omaha. One's in Syracuse. If you go to well, actually, if you go to my channel right now, it just goes to the live that we're on right now. But there's a whole series. If you go, she's with me for the Bill Nye one. So yeah, it was me and her and Bill Nye. And then a bunch of, we do chocolate taste test and why you shouldn't go vegan. Obviously, that's sarcastic. I've never met Joey Carbstrong. Bill Nye. You know who I'd like to get? I don't know if she would do it, but Dee Wallace. She does like a podcast. And, E.T., Dee Wallace. Joseph, I have no idea how somebody got my house address. You were listening the whole time while you were grocery shopping? Did you get some good groceries at least? Yeah. Okay, so I guess there's a lot of people to choose from to try to at least send messages out to have them on the show. Well, I think most people's addresses are public. If you look them up, you can look people's information up. That's probably what they did. It's not like I have some like secret private address or anything. Yeah, let's not talk about it. That's going to have more people just go look for my address or something. I have a P.O. box for a reason. If you want to send anything, you can send it to the P.O. box. Issa lives in, she's got 2 restaurants, so I think she splits her time up between Omaha and New York City. Hello, Ivlani. The weather here is, it's not freezing. Well, let's see. It might be freezing now, but it was like rainy. But I was standing outside with a hoodie on earlier, so it's not raining anymore according to this, and it's 43 degrees. It's garbage night too, so. Well, I think this person probably wanted to, and I'm very appreciative of it, by the way. I think they wanted to send me, they probably didn't have the PayPal and the Venmo, and didn't want other percentage to be taken out by YouTube, so just, sent me the card. I mean, it's happened a few times where people sent stuff to my address. I got a whole string of hate mail, like actual physical mail. When's the last time I drank a soda? Wow. I don't even really remember. I would, when I first went vegan, I would still, at that point I would still drink soda, but I don't think I ever drank a lot of soda, just, here and there. It wasn't, I don't know, probably, I'd say, wow, time flies. Probably early 2000s, almost 20 years maybe. It doesn't seem like that, but I guess that's probably accurate. Maybe 2002 or 3. What did they say? They were just criticizing, like, very, very pedantic about every little thing about how I can't be a vegan, and they just sent me letters upon letters, and I just stopped opening them. I think I still have them all, but it was just a waste of time. Very small lettering, and I don't have time for that, And it's funny because I had the perfect comeback, but it's not like I'm going to write a letter back to this person. There was no return address on it either. Have I ever had a stalker? Not that I know of. When's the last time I went to a pool to swim? Probably last summer. Hi Heather. It's going pretty good. What do I say when I call companies to ask if their product is vegan? I basically say that. I say, I'm calling to see if this product is vegan friendly. And usually there's a couple of ingredients that I'm particular with. And I'll say, particularly the monodiglycerides, or the sugar. Is the sugar that you use processed through bone char or not? And then they will usually tell me the answer right there, or say, we'll look into this and we'll get back to you. And I think almost every company has got back to me except for Stacy's chips. Stacy's bagel chips didn't want to answer the question, so I simply said, I'm not going to use your product. They're like, yeah, we don't want to. Grace Ruggiero. Wow, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I like that little transformer emoji. It kind of looks like Voltron in a way. I don't know if New York has the stand your ground law like Florida does, but I do know that if somebody does enter your home, you have the right to defend yourself. So do the company think I'm crazy no, I don't think that. I mean, if they do, they don't say it to me. They probably get a lot of people call about like allergens and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a whole conversation that I was going to make a video of, and then this whole thing happened. So I have the answer to, and this is like a new series I was going to do, but I'm holding back on it right now just because going out grocery shopping isn't the practical thing to do right now. So Did Stacy think I was crazy? No, they just didn't want to answer my question. I asked them about the sugar, if it was processed through bone char or not, and they said they didn't know, and I'm like, well, is there a way you can find out? And they didn't really want to find out for me, so I was like, all right, well. And then somebody sent me a product. Somebody that I actually like their product. They sent me a product, and they paired it with Stacy's chips, and they wanted me to try it. I won't say who the company was, but it was like a new vegan cream cheese and Stacy's bagel chips, and I basically used Edward and Sons chips, and then I took a picture and posted it on Instagram. I took Stacy's out of there. I do still have a cough, yes. Yes, I've heard of Tabitha Brown. The regular Stacy's may be vegan. The sugar is something that they weren't telling me if it was processed through bone char or not. Every other company has been fine with telling me whether it was or whether it wasn't. So they were like the one that stood out that they wouldn't answer the question. But I have gotten answers from other companies whether they're processed through bone char or not. So. Yeah, I'm always nice about it, and yeah, you're right. Like they're missing out because like that'd be another company that I would promote. And when I say promote, I just want to show people things that are vegan, whether I like them or not. It doesn't matter because some people might like things that I don't like. I want to show people what are vegan and what aren't. Now, if I'm saying that I love something and sponsored or something, then yeah, I like the product. So. If I don't really like it or if I don't really know about it, then I'll be like, has anybody tried these? What do you guys think of these? So I'm not actually saying these are awesome, but there's people, we all have different tastes. So somebody might like something that I don't like. It's always good to ask that question because you never know who from a company, like I'm reading your message there, Zachary, and you never know who could like read that within the company that might say, wait a minute, because people are asking me about the bone char and the sugar. So if we have the choice to use different sugars, then let's use the one that everybody's okay with. They might do that, Did I wear the white heart glasses in Lake Tahoe? No, I didn't. I don't think I put them on. No, that was Kaylee. She wore those. Yeah. I just I want to show people how to do it so then they can do it themselves. Because I know, certain things might be different in some places. Like, I remember a year or two ago, I found the chocolate chip cookies and stuff that they had at Aldi to be vegan friendly and bone char free in the sugar. Whereas somebody out in the Midwest found the same cookies that had eggs in it. So they were likely from different bakeries and stuff. So I always tell people, even if you eat something that's is vegan, unless it has like vegan on the package, always look at the ingredients because you never know when somebody changes something, and that can happen too. So when I make a video, as of the time I'm making the video, it's I'm showing things that are vegan, which could totally change in the future. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Michael Scott. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. It wasn't Wayne Gretzky that said it, and then Michael Scott says it after. Yeah, the Benton's cookies. The ones around here are vegan, and they are bone char free. Well, there's a few ways to check to see if the sugar is bone char free. For one, if there's sugar, if you're just buying sugar, it could say bone char free. It could have the V on it, or it could be organic. All organic sugar is bone char free. If it's beet sugar, it's bone char free. It's just regular cane sugar that could or could not be bone char free. So if you're buying a product and the product it's organic, then it's bone char free. If it's using beet sugar, it's bone char free. But if it doesn't say either of those, it still might be vegan and bone char free. You just got to contact the company. Or if it's certified vegan, it's bone char free. So there's a few ways that you can tell, but then there's other products that you're not really sure. Like I bought a cereal yesterday when I went on the way to drop groceries off to my mom's house. Very simple ingredients, and it said cane sugar in it, but on the front of the box it said organic, so that was bone char free. Domino sugar is one of the most popular sugar that you could find, and they have 5 facilities, and all you have to do is look at the box to see where it's distributed from. And there's 3 facilities that are bone char free. So all their sugars are vegan. Whether it's brown sugar, powdered sugar, cane sugar, they're vegan. There's 2 facilities that are not, that are still using that old bone char. So if you find one that is from, I think, New York, Yonkers, Maryland, and Florida, those are all vegan. There's 2 that aren't, California and Louisiana. Those ones aren't. And when I say this, like, I really get down and explain in detail what I think about sugar and being bone char free and if it's vegan or not in the video that I did about it. And I'm not necessarily saying that you're not vegan if you eat sugar that's got bone char in it, but if you can avoid it, why not? If you can avoid the bone char sugar, then just go for something without it. But, there's a lot of things that have sugar in it, and sometimes it's hard to tell what is and what isn't bone char free. That's not to say that sugar has any animal products in it, and you can make a lot of analogies and with other things that are vegan that kind of went through similar ways that the sugar did. So it's just something to look out for, and it definitely can be done. And you can easily pick up a vegan sugar. And you can also, avoid certain things and buy something else. Like, don't necessarily buy Oreos, buy Numinos. Or there's a whole bunch of other things you can buy. Like, don't buy the vegan Doritos. Buy bean fields, something like that. So a lot of these products people don't know, but I looked into them, and when they say that they spot buy their sugar, then they can't really tell you. Like Little Secrets M&Ms that are supposedly vegan use bone char sugar. So if you want vegan M&Ms, go with Unreal. It's pretty simple. Yep, sugar in the raw is good. Wholesome Sweeteners. Wegmans has certified vegan ones. Aldi has some. Even the Dollar Tree had some. And there's still more. There's Florida Crystals. They're all vegan. Yep, Walmart has vegan certified. It's funny because I think it's Aldi. I might be wrong, but a lot of them say vegan on them, but Aldi actually says bone char free. Oh, and also if you're getting sugar from Australia did away with that bone char in like early 90s, so that's all vegan. And not all, but a lot of countries over in Europe are bone char free. So I know a lot of products from Aldi don't say whether they're organic or not and have sugar in it, and they're made in countries that don't use bone char, so you're good with like speculoos, cookie butter, and stuff like that. Have I ever gotten an artificially sweetened product because you were avoiding bone char? No, I don't think I've ever done that because I was avoiding bone char. But I'm sure I've had artificially sweetened things. Like I said, I used to be a junk food vegan years and years and years ago. But I know that the whole Smarties, candies. I mean, it's all sugar and bad for you, but it's all bone char free. So I always say that, like I always say that when I look at the candies, because a lot of people, if you're worried about bone char, then you don't eat Swedish Fish, you don't eat Sour Patch Kids, you don't eat some of these things that you see like you know organizations like PETA promoting and stuff. Now, there's a fine line there too. Like I mean, there's still no animal products in them, but they're using sugar that is processed through bone char. And, all they have to do is switch that out. Get carbon filters instead of, buying bones of animals. It's very easy to switch it out. And, it's pretty on point as far as price goes. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's not too much. And that's why I think that, these are archaic ways. This is how they used to do it. This was the easiest way to do it, but now there's alternative ways. So I think a lot of these old places are going to eventually, when they upgrade, do this. I mean, like I said, Domino's already did that with 3 of their facilities. And they're one of the biggest sugar producers. It's really hard to find information on how sugar is made. Let me tell you, I went through a ton of research to find out what it looks like, how it happens, and it's out there, but it's very hard to find. And even when you see like a show that shows you the whole process, it like skips like certain things, and it's like that's the one thing I wanted to see. Yeah, I feel the same way, Shelly. I used to like Smarties when I was a little kid, but they're a little bit too sweet for me. I feel like I'm eroding my teeth when I put them in my mouth and chew on them. What is bone char used for? Purifying the sugar to make it white, because sugar isn't inherently white. It's more of a brownish color, and it goes through a purification process. So the bone char is cow bones that are burnt in fires to charcoal, and then that charcoal becomes a filter, much like a Brita filter for filtering water, and then it goes through a purification. It does come in contact with it, so I did research that part. So the sugar crystals actually touch the bone char. Pretty gross. But there's no bone char in the sugar. So that's the big thing that people want to know is like, is there bone char in my sugar? No, there's no sugar with bone char in it, but there's sugar that's processed through bone char. So I don't really care if my sugar looks, pure white or not. Like, give me like the sugar that's off white and not processed through bone char. And I'd rather have that. Actually, I'd rather use maple syrup if I'm using a sweetener. That's advice from Esselstyn. Well, that was the whole thing in the Industrial Revolution when they started manufacturing things for people, for people to eat, and sugars and stuff like that. They wanted it to look good. They wanted it to look, pure white, not like off, different colors and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if it was for baking or what it was for. I think that they mention it in the short little doc that I watched, but yeah, I don't know. Somebody made a decision that all the sugar had to be processed and purified. Favorite type of bread to make? Well, I make a lot of sourdough bread, which is really satisfying when you get a good loaf of sourdough bread. But yeah, I like making other kind of breads too. And like I make these crescent rolls, and with that same dough, that's a really good bread right there. I have a whole recipe on my channel here, and use a similar, not exactly, but a similar recipe for my pizza dough, which I just made in my last video actually. I know, seriously. I want to talk about non-sugar things too. My teeth hurt just from talking about it. No, I don't make my own bagels, but that's something that I want to start doing. I do have a video where we make bagels, though, because I'm with my friend Vegan MacGyver, who, this is like years ago, a few years back, and we make homemade bagels. He makes yogurt, and he also makes sourdough and stuff. Onion rings was another thing. I did that as just like a test video a long time ago with John. I think it was around St. Patrick's Day one time, and I made like a blooming onion, and I have the perfect batter for it. So yeah, maybe I could do onion rings, but it's not going to be oil free. Sometimes I'll still, and I keep saying that it's a very good idea, so I want to make that video where I show you guys some of the things that I made when I first went vegan, and those ones probably also won't be oil free, but I still want to make them. Well, I try to avoid a lot of products with just oil in them in general, but I'm not going to avoid something just because it has palm oil in it before I find out more about the palm oil and where it's sourced and stuff like that. And I've got 2 videos on palm oil that if you guys want to know my thoughts on it, go watch that, because I think boycotting everything with palm oil is completely counterproductive to veganism. So you got to know a little bit about the palm oil before you just blindly boycott something, because not all palm oil is bad. It's one of the most sustainable things if it's done right. Yeah, Darth, I was actually thinking about that earlier today, rolling out my second book. I was just kind of daydreaming about it. I'm like, yeah, we got to get that second book out there and then reprint the first one. Vegan croissants, yes. Yeah, produce. I interviewed some experts on the palm oil stuff in my, what was it, Expo East video? I think it was last year, last September. If you guys want to check that out. But I made a standalone video for it too. So all you have to do is type vegan zombie palm oil in the search thing for YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to try a few in the air fryer. I'm going to try to make, I'm going to try to make a bunch of different things in the air fryer. Maybe I'll do a whole series on air fryer. We'll make a pizza in there. Yeah, Linda, I actually said that like a week ago because 23 was my number, so 419 is 23. Today is the anniversary of Waco, Texas, the Oklahoma City bombing, and the Battle of Lexington. 4 plus 19 is 23. I was obsessed with the number, so I knew everything that was 23 related. The air fryer that I have right now is a Chefman air fryer. Yeah, for pizza, yeah. If you don't have like bread flour and stuff, you can absolutely just use all-purpose flour. How was that? I saw that it was on. I think it was Netflix, right, Ralph? The Waco. How was it? Is it worth watching? I mean, I already know what happens. Your house is number 23. So is one of my relatives. No, I have not read the book Can't Hurt Me. Oh, wow. We've been on for over an hour already. See, time flies when we're doing these little livers. We'll give it a little bit more time here. Who dreams more, Indy or... Well, they both do, but Indy was really running in his sleep last night. And then Zeke will... He'll start, like... doing like these high pitched noises, like that. They're actually both sleeping right now. The Zeke's right here and Indy's over there. I think you can see part of Zeke's ears. There he is. Yeah, you can see his ears. He heard me. He heard me say the Z word. Am I right-handed or left-handed? You be the judge. No, you're not the judge. I'm one or the other. I'm not ambidextrous. I'm right-handed. And I'm regular foot on a skateboard. Did you see everything go dark behind me when I did that? Look at that. You see my calluses from doing pull-ups for years and years and years? Speaking of which, I need to do some pull-ups today. Do I have a vegan dog shampoo I use? Yes, and I forget the name. They sent me these bottles, and it's like like SHOO, I think it is. But other than that, there's a vegan shampoo stuff that at this dog place that I take them to give them a bath, and it's basically just like an oatmeal kind of shampoo. It's kind of just thrown together, I think. Sorry if it's odd to remember. I have the weirdest, like, I remember like numbers and dates and stuff like that. Is my dog shampoo vegan? It's tested on my dogs, so it definitely works. Does that mean it's not vegan? I don't know. No, my brother's dogs used to howl. Vegan cousin animals. But my dogs don't howl. You said just that book. It's a really good book. Navy SEAL, really inspiring. Cool. Wait, Produce, why are you confused? Now I'm confused as to why you're confused. Oh yeah, Dave's Killer Bread is, I think, all vegan. I think there's one that has honey in it, unless they change that. Everything else is vegan. Bro shampoo. I mean, I wouldn't be against it if it's made with beer, as long as I'm not consuming the beer. Because I've put rubbing alcohol on my hand before if I cut myself, so it's not really. Did I hear anything about 2020 interview with Siegfried and Roy? Like recently? Not recently. Yeah, I like Dave's Killer Bread. I'm also loving the Heidelberg bread. Yeah, I forgot which one had the honey too. when somebody asks things like, is a dog shampoo vegan or most dog shampoo is vegan? No, I think it's just a question that they're asking. Like, I haven't like looked at a bunch of dog shampoos and been like, oh, none of these are vegan or something like that. But, there's definitely shampoos and soaps and stuff that are tested on animal, that are, made with animal products and stuff like that. Like, there's certain soaps that have like milk in it and stuff that just aren't vegan. So it's always good to, check them out to make sure they're cruelty free and stuff like that. And it just happened to be like, I got some special ones sent to me that were actually labeled vegan and stuff. Yeah, I love the Heidelberg French Peasant. So far, I've loved all of their bread. And I just recently picked up the white bread because that's all that was there. And I had been avoiding the white one, but it's really good. You guys are making me hungry now. I just want to make some bread with some cashew butter, Sabrina. Oh, that sounds good too. Tofu on toast. You guys are making me so hungry. Oh, yeah. I bet a lot of people would find a weird connection to the number 23 if they really looked for it. Add up the numbers in your birthday, and if anybody here has like a 23, like mine doesn't. I was born 125, so mine's like if you like made a negative minus the one from it, it'd just be 2024. You want a tour of my pantry? I already did it. I just did it recently, actually. I did a pantry tour and a refrigerator kitchen tour. Have I ever done the 6 degrees with someone I just met? No, I haven't. That would be cool though. Avocado toast is really good too. I like to put that everything but the bagel on it. No, mine doesn't either. Oh, 914. There's a 23 right there. 1123. There's the 23. 1122. JFK. JFK right there. Like what? 19 years after. There you go. AJ's birthday numbers add up to 23. It's not a curse, but when you guys have time, just Google the 23 Enigma. And you're going to find a ton of things, a ton of relevant things, and total, like, just random things add up to 23. Oh, 617. There you go. Sea Dog, 23. Holly. I also have the 7th season from Trader Joe's. I think it's a little too salty. Maybe just a little touch of it. Get the wrong year, but anniversary death. Yeah, you have the wrong year, but the same 1122. February 4th, 1977. You're almost exactly 1 year younger than me. I think February 4th was supposed to be the day I was supposed to be born, my mom said, but I was born premature. Yeah, guys, if you want to help out the channel a little bit, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I think that YouTube puts the video out to more people to see and gives notifications for more people that thumbs it up. I think. I don't know. Yeah, the seven salute from Trader Joe's. Jim, you're like what, 2.5 years older than me. Almost my half birthday. Do I still talk to people from the YouTube House series? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, I mean, obviously Craig. I talk to Craig. Every once in a while, I'll talk to Brian. Actually, I asked him to be on the live stream. Once in a while, I'll talk to Eden, and I don't talk to Ravana. I don't talk to Raw Alignment or Addison or Stephanie. Chelsea kind of took a little break from YouTube, but I talked to her for a little while when she came back from her hiatus. So yeah, I mean, not often, but I do talk to a lot of the people. Wait, what about the serial killer in New York? Sauce Stash. Why does that sound familiar? I don't think so. If I have to Google it, I probably haven't. Oh, I see this guy's videos being promoted all the time, but I've never watched them. Sauce Stash. Looks like some good food there. Yeah, 23 chromosomes from the mom and dad. 46. Oh, the Summer of Sam? Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Wait, hold on. What? Eden's not vegan anymore? Are you saying this or asking this? Why are you ruining my childhood? No, I hate when I hear that people aren't vegan anymore. Where? I can't even find her. Wait, did she change her name? Your mom's birthday is on the 2nd. So is my mom's, but what month? And your dad's is on the 3rd. That's funny. My mom's is on the 2nd. My brother's is on the 3rd. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're scaring me. Wendy says she's still vegan. Piper says she's not. She did clickbait recently? What? I hate when people do that. Like, but maybe it was because April Fools. Eden Loves Life, so she changed her name from Eden Jax to Eden Loves Life. Okay, I'll have to... Eden Loves Life. Okay. I just want to know that she's still vegan. Can somebody confirm that? Eden Jax page and Eden Loves Life. Yeah, that's one I just found, but... I thought she had way more followers than that, because the one I'm looking at, she only has 13,000. Am I wrong? I thought she had like 90,000 or something. She was in the vegan YouTube house with us. So that's how I met her. But I don't know. I hope she's still vegan. Do I think? I don't think too much about. I mean, I guess sometimes they're fun, but I don't think astrology names and symbols really do anything. But, you know, it's fun, but I also like Dungeons and Dragons, so how many people did I just make really mad? Hey, that's just my opinion. Backed by science. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so she still says vegan. Okay, good. All right, cool. So maybe she just did like a clickbait kind of April Fool's joke. I know there's a bunch of people that always do that on April Fool's. This is why I'm not vegan anymore. And then they're like, just kidding. Tell your mom happy birthday in 6 minutes. Wait, whose mom? Wait, my mom's birthday is in, not this month, but it's on the 2nd of another month. Oh, she lost a pup? That's sad. Oh, she does? Hey, okay, we're going to find out, because some people are saying that she's still vegan. Eden, is it Eden Jax, or is it, okay, Eden, where is she? There she is. Okay, let's find out. She's got,
this is one.
Becoming, okay, wait, hold on. Bug out. When was the video that you're talking about where she says she's not vegan? I just don't like it anymore? No. I mean, I gotta mute it so I'm not like, okay, daily vlog. I just want to see if one thing. Okay, so she doesn't have a video posted on April Fool's Day, so, okay. Somebody removed their tattoo? Hi, Julie. Oh, okay, so she changed her way of eating, but she's still vegan. I know, I always ask myself the same thing. How could anybody ever stop being vegan? No, I haven't talked to her in a very long time. And we were all of us were in a WhatsApp chat. and then it got dissolved. And we would like message each other like every once in a while to see how everybody was. And then the two big YouTubers were not vegan anymore, and then it just got weird. Hey Dominic, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Okay. Don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you guys find the video or something, let me know, but I can't watch them all right now. No, I'm not gonna. I haven't talked to her in forever. That'd just be weird. Like, hey, you still vegan? Or maybe we could ask her to be on the show. See, that's something that I can't like put myself into. Like, I could never like not call myself vegan because I know that I am vegan. And when I first went vegan, like I identified with it as being like a very good, positive thing. And yeah, there's people that have like, you know, that make, those stereotypical vegans that are making a bad name for it and stuff. But I think all in all over, like it's a good thing. And I've always identified it with being a good, positive, compassionate thing. So I could never be like, oh, I'm not going to be vegan just because everybody else ruined it. Like, no, like I'm going to show people that it is a good thing and try to, promote it even more. Like, I would think you would want to step up and show people, like, no, not all vegans are like that. So, I'm going to represent vegan how it should be or whatever and try to, like, correct some of the, because it shouldn't be a negative thing. What kind of supplements is Fully Raw Christina promoting? Yeah, I've definitely seen that before too. Like when some people, I mean, not so much recently, but back in the day, people changing their whole demeanor around you. Or when Yeah, no, that I've heard that a million times too. Makina says, I hate it when I say I'm vegan and somebody says they are too, but then they start talking about eating seafood. Yeah, I've had so many people like, say that they're vegan too, but then as the conversation goes on, you find out that they're in fact not vegan. Or something similar to that. They're like, oh, I'm vegan. I could be vegan, but all I really eat is seafood. So like, but that's all I really eat. And it's like, so why are you telling me about all the seafood that you're eating? Like, I didn't ask. But then I'll be like, so that's the only thing that you're lacking, because there's definitely vegan seafood that you can get nowadays or something. And yeah, just I don't know, start a conversation there. Yo, Sea Dog, you know what people used to call me in high school? Sea Dog. Yo, Sea Dog. Four sigmatic mushrooms contain lead in fully raw, Christina. I don't really know too much about them, but I do know that everybody from our YouTube house went to visit the Four Sigmatic place, their actual place out there, and I was supposed to go too, but I had them let me off in like the middle of the road somewhere, and I met up with the black metal chef, and I hung out with him instead. But they reached out to me a few times. They wanted to send me product and collab and stuff, and I don't like mushrooms, so I just never really responded. Yeah, I've heard that too recently, and it's like it's very like it's confusing when people say plant based isn't all animal free. It's like then stop calling it plant based and vegan the same thing. Don't do that anymore, because like if you're saying that you're plant based, meaning like, oh, I mostly eat plants, but I throw some fish and meat, different meats. And I hate when people say fish and meat are different, but they do. They say fish and meat, and milk and eggs, but not too much, and definitely not red meat. And I'm like, oh, you're a saint. But yeah, it's like you're mixing that up, because now like if somebody says plant based, it's like, well, is it vegan? Or when somebody you meet is and I've had this too. They have a vegan product and everything, and I'll be like, oh yeah, tell me about the vegan product. Well, it's plant based, and they won't say the word vegan. I'm like, just say it. That's what I like about Miyoko. She just like puts it right there, vegan, phenomenally vegan. Trying like she's another long-term vegan, and it's like I want people to know that the word vegan is not a bad thing, and it's okay to say it. And a lot of people won't even market their product as vegan because they think it scares people off, and that is just off-putting. Your dog's looking ripped. Yeah, we went for a long walk the other night too. The pups. That's another thing. How many times have I got this over the years? Somebody asked, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm vegan." Oh, okay. So, uh, can you eat chicken? No, no, I don't eat any animal products. Oh, but you can eat fish, right? Nope. What about eggs? Nope. Milk? Nope. Then do you eat ice cream? Yep. But I thought, nope, ice cream without dairy in it. It's like it's not really that hard of a concept to understand. If it came from an animal, then, we don't eat it. And it's like, I never knew that fish was a plant. Well, you see, like if you're vegan and then all of a sudden you got to eat oysters because you're like, well, they're not sentient, but it's still animal protein. So I've even like, I know some people don't, but ever since I went vegan, I kind of took it a step further and said, okay, yeah, I'm not going to eat anything that comes from an what comes from animal or anything. Meaning, like, if it's not made of plant cells with a cell wall and it comes from animal cell, then I'm not eating it. So like the whole, if you're already eating everything that's vegan, why would you eat oysters? And if you're already vegan, why would you like eat honey? Like you're already doing it, and then you introduce something that like totally, like, out of all things, really, like I would see somebody being like, well, I can't give up my chocolate cake or my whatever is not vegan. I don't know. Really, you're not giving up anything. You're just opening the doors to so many new and delicious things. And I mean, that's the way I saw it. That's the way I experienced it. Like, my food palate never went so crazy when I went vegan, and just seeing all the new things that were available and open. Like, I mean, I was used to having like the same things that my mom would make every week: grilled cheese, hot dogs, steakums, chicken nuggets that had the nasty, gross, rubbery things in it. I mean, you eat a vegan chicken nugget and it's delicious, and you don't get any of that. It's all plants. Yeah, Miyoko's butter is really good. Yeah, the tubs. I remember Miyoko before she had any of this. She came into a party, an after party, Expo West, with a little tray full of cheese that she made at home, and she's like, hi everybody, like, I'm Miyoko, and we're like, oh, hi Miyoko, nice to meet you. And and she had a bunch of cheeses and stuff, and I first tried the cheese. I'm like, oh, that's really good. And then the next few years, then she started like selling her vegan cheeses and stuff, and then now she's got like the butter. She got all kinds of cheeses. She got the mozzarella. It's so good. Potato latte. Those are good. I love Frank's because it's not too hot. I don't want something that's going to ruin my meal, but I want that taste. So Frank's is perfect. You bought some of the Mott's? It's good. You put it on like pizza or lasagna or something. Melt it right on your pizza. It's good stuff. Kite Hill's not my favorite. Out of cream cheese, I got to say that it's still the original tofutti for me. Frank's is amazing on everything. I put it in my cereal. I'm kidding. I don't put it in my cereal. Yeah. Makina, like, I will say certain things, but it doesn't mean, like, for something like that, yeah, I would totally say something like that. But I do not by any means ever consider myself a militant vegan. I think that's funny. I've had some, I think it was Cheetah that said that about me, and I just laughed. I'm like, I'm the furthest from that. Tofutti cream cheese, tofutti cuties, tofutti pizzas, those square rectangle pizzas they used to have, those were so good. And the tofutti singles, the same cheese slices, those are all, man, tofutti had it nailed down 20 years ago before all this blew up like this. Yeah, and Miyoko has a few cookbooks of her own. She's awesome. I did a whole tour of her old facility. I need to get out there for her new one. And she was on the cruise with me. We went all over the. I remember. Well, we did it in the Caribbean, and we also did some. I did some videos with. Up in Alaska, we were walking through the wilderness right before we saw a bear walking right in front of us. Am I a pacifist? I guess I don't know. I mean, in general, yeah, but like I don't know. I'm not, I'm not gonna back down for certain things, and like you don't want to get on my bad side, I guess. I guess I could. I guess this is something about me that I don't know. Sometimes I can get a temper. So, and I'm very passionate about stuff. So I don't know if I'm a pacifist because, you. I don't know. I was bullied as a kid, and I got to that certain age, and I graduated, and I told myself I will never let anybody ever bully me again, and so. I definitely stand up for myself and also for others. So I don't know if that would make me consider me like 100% pacifist all the time. But for the most part, I'm really chill, and I'd rather not, you know, but certain things can really set me off to, not be very pacifist like, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Room 101. I'll definitely defend myself, and I've done that many many times. I mean, you guys know that I was a store detect. Like I did loss prevention. I got in a lot of fights when I did that. So I didn't sit by and let somebody beat me up. I definitely didn't do that. Yeah, and it's good to get that confidence to be able to stick up for yourself because when I was younger, I wasn't always like that, and I was like, I don't know, like shy, but also insecure. Ralph, no, we were not allowed to carry a gun when I was an investigator. Yeah, Jim, like I agree. When people confuse kindness with weakness, being kind to animals is not weak at all. It's one of the strongest things you can do to stand up for the animals when other people just see animals as commodities. So I started actually vegetarianism with martial arts, ninjutsu, and then I did a little bit of jujitsu and stuff. So and I still have a cough. You love that I said that. What did I say? Oh my god, I said so many things tonight. Amy's just came out with a new vegan supreme sausage and pepperoni pizza. Is there no mushrooms on it? I really like Amy's pizza. Out of all the vegan pizzas out there, my favorite frozen pizza is the Amy's margarita pizza. So good. Pretty small though, but still, it's pretty good. Yeah, Ralph, I didn't know. I couldn't carry a gun then. you know, did I try the new Daya frozen pizza? How new is it? Because I've tried a bunch of them. I don't really care for the Daya pizzas as much. Oh, the roasted red pepper one? Is that what it is, Sabrina? Did they? No, they didn't train me to shoot. I wasn't allowed to carry a gun when I was an investigator. I've had all of Alpha Food stuff except for their pizzas, and they just sent me some of their new stuff too. The breakfast burrito, which is really good. Their burritos are really good. Has anyone tried the Miyoko's cheddar? I think she was supposed to have that at this expo that they had to cancel, so I don't think I had it. Unless she had it at the last expo I went to. Other than that, I don't think I had it. You guys are making me really hungry. I was hungry like a half an hour ago. Now I'm even hungrier. Well, she changed a lot of her. So at first it was just the I forgot which one it's called. The one with the wrapped up in the grape leaves. So you guys all know I don't consume alcohol, and she started making all of those ones with alcohol in the ingredients. So the only ones now that I can have are like the mozzarella and I think the pub house cheeses and the cream cheese and the butter and stuff. But those artisan cheeses, most of those have alcohol in them now. Oh yeah, they talked about that a bunch. I think there was a bunch of references to like vegan food in X Files. Man, X Files was my favorite show. Miyoko's cheese tasting event. We did a cheese tasting thing a while back, a long time ago, when she first came out with those. Yeah, fig leaves. Yeah, I think you're right. Vesuvius ash. I don't know really why. I think it's the fig leaves are actually soaked in alcohol, but for the rest of the stuff, I don't know if it's like a fermenting thing or a taste thing. I don't know. You're watching the X Files now, like currently, like right now. Which one? Remember the one where they were like, Scully, which what drug or alcohol can you will yourself out of? And she's like, none. He's like, you're right. We're still down there right now. And there was like some plant that was eating them alive, and it put them in like a little coma with this like drug thing, and they were dreaming and hallucinating that they were like all back at the FBI office and everything. And Mulder's like, wait a minute, we're still there. Do you guys remember that one? Somebody asked me recently what my favorite episodes were, and they were those. I didn't know, like, no, I didn't, maybe I saw it, I just don't remember it. The X-Files Mandela Effect. No, now I want to see it. Yeah. What was I just saying before that though about X-Files? Oh, my favorite episodes. Well, there's so many of them, but I really like the conspiracy ones where it just kind of showed that it was Cancer Man that actually was the assassin for JFK, and they pinned it on Lee Harvey Oswald and all that stuff, and it was like that was so intriguing. Oh, the quadriplegic who could astral travel. Is that the one at the bowling alley? I just saw a movie that was filmed here in Syracuse, and I could see all of the the spots around here in Syracuse. One of them is, uh, not too far away from here, kind of near John's house. And then the other one is that Everson Museum that I was at, where I skateboarded, where I showed you guys. Oh yeah, the vampire pizza guy, Ronnie Strickland. He was, what was he from? The Sandlot? Ronnie Strickland. Um, there was a picture I forgot the dude's name that plays Ronnie Strickland, but there was a kid in real life, like a year or two ago, and he was wearing that shirt of the dude from the Sandlot. And what does he say? What's his? Oh, what's the phrase that he says? Hold on, I'll get it. Why can't I think of what he says? You guys know who Ronnie Strickland is? Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You got it. Thank you, Jesse. You're killing me, Smalls. And this kid that's probably like 13 or 14 in New York City was wearing the shirt that said "You're killing me, Smalls," and it was actually him that like he bumped into him and he's like, "Hey man, can I like take a picture with you?" And the kid had no idea who he was. He's like, "Sure." He's like, "I really like your shirt. Can I take a picture?" And the kid's like, "Okay, sure." So he takes a picture of him with the kid and then he posts it on his Instagram. And I guess the kid's mom was like, "Do you know who took a picture with it?" He's like, "No." He's like, "The dude that's on your shirt." And he's like, "What?" Anyway, that was a funny story. You're killing me, Smalls. But yeah, that was Ronnie Strickland. He was a vampire. That's the one you're talking about, right? I just want to make sure I'm not having a false memory here. Webcam. Nope, there it is. Ronnie Strickland. The vampire kid. Good story, bro. Good night, Effervescent. Yeah, he did have all this. Yeah, Ronnie Strickland. That was a good episode. I liked them. I liked them all. Yeah, it pulled up everybody that was named Ronnie Strickland. The quadriplegic one was in the Virginia. Oh, that's how they came up with the band Eve 6 from X-Files. What are you doing? I was trying to get on Twitch earlier, but I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. I want to do some EQ. All right, we're at like 2 hours, so I think we're going to get going here. Thanks guys for watching. I'm going to go make some dinner. I missed out on the Lone Gunman series, but yeah, I really wanted to see that. Pro Wiggy. Season 11, episode 4. Is that after Mulder and Scully are out of there? That's probably why I didn't see it. I didn't watch it once Terminator came in. I tried. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll reconvene there. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Have a good night and watch out for zombies.